Welcome to Skeggsy on the farm in Thailand. Friday and Saturday, another couple of special days here. Friday night they were raising money for the temple, so we went out for a bit of a boogie. So the dancing that happens on this special night, they were raising money for the temple. But basically what happens is that the music keeps on playing, and these two ladies there, your name's not down, you're not coming in. You pay 20 baht, and Skeggsy learning a few of the steps, because there are one or two proper steps to all of this. You pay 20 baht, the music keeps going, and then after about a minute the guy on the stage blows a whistle, and that's your end of your 20 baht. You have to pay another 20 baht. As I say, it's a way of raising money for the temple. Someone very kindly put 1,000 baht over the counter, so I had to do a few dances. But again, they basically made it fun for me, really. They took me in and showed me how to do a few of the steps, and the rest of it I just made up as I went along. But it was, a good night, really fun. I got to know a few more people in the village. It sort of went on to the early hours of the morning, about 8:30 at night, because they do start these things early, and the next day was another part of this special weekend on the Saturday. So a lot of people had disappeared off by this time, but you can probably see why, because the next day they had a food festival. I think it's like their harvest festival, because the rice is getting very close now to going yellow and being harvested. They say next month, and we're basically almost at next month. Anyway, by this time Skeggsy's quite knackered, so he walks back to his chair and basically goes to bed. And the next morning we're up very early again, so now this is Skeggsy on the farm on Saturday, and the procession has already started. It's already been going for about 4.5 miles along the A24. They have a couple of guys waving the traffic to one side, and these ladies are clearing the way, but it was quite well organised, and I should think there was probably about 300 in total in the festival procession, but there was probably about 500-600 people there already at the temple, as you will probably see in a minute. It's basically a two-stroke engine. I did try and take some video of it when we got closer to it, but unfortunately I must have not pressed the button. It was a really hot day and the sun was beating down, and you could hardly see what was actually happening on the phone. Anyway, as you can see the procession, as I say, I can't believe these people have just done this. This is probably about 5 or 6 mile walk. And when they even got to the temple, this temple is more like a fun place. The monks live at the other temple, and it's a bit more serious and a bit more sort of praying, where this particular vehicle had more like items on it for like the harvest festival. It was fruit and vegetables and items what to do with the crops, I think. As I said, I did get told the name of this particular festival, but one, it's gone out of my head, and two, I can't properly pronounce it either. It's quite tricky to do. Arrived where we were going at the temple. As I say, that's along the 24. Right at the very back there's a truck, and it's got the serious set of sound system. It really has. I think it was about 8 or 9 bass beats, and the volume, you could hear it coming from miles away. Anyway, as we entered to the main road to where the temple is, most of the people were already there. They had already been setting up. My family had already been there for probably about an hour, maybe 2 hours before the procession arrived, and they were setting up stalls. And it's, as I say, it's like a harvest festival. They give free food away. We were, you can see the rice there beginning to turn a little bit yellow. We were giving orange juice away. Diep had come up with an idea of not actually cooking, but ordering some cartons of orange juice, small cartons of orange juice, which was a brilliant idea really, because it was the first day I'd actually felt the sun. I had no protection on my arms or feet, and I could actually feel it burning my feet. Anyways, you can see that one or two people recognised me from the clubbing the night before and wanted to say hello. I think one or two of them had a bit of Thai whiskey by this time, but they wanted me to join in and be a part of it, so I was trying to sneak in on the quiet, but these things don't happen in Thailand once they recognise you. And the kids also, a lot of them are fascinated by my hand, and want to ask questions, obviously, but I've had that all my life in England. But the guy there basically said, look, you're holding up the procession, get there. Anyway, this is now actually where the temple is, and you can see that that's Diep's sister there handing out some of the orange. The people next door to us were doing ice cream, and people were actually queuing up for their ice cream. You just go up and just help yourself. As I say, all the food there was free. People bought food and they just gave it away. I don't know how much she spent on our cartons of orange juice. Diep, well, Chai on the end, Diep, her sister, and her daughter, and then that's the local nutter. She wouldn't leave me alone on the dance floor. Every time I went round, she made me do it again. Whether it was her who actually put the 1,000 baht up, I don't know, but someone did, just to make me go out and dance. Anyway, as I say, Chai, Diep's sister, and the daughter. That looked like frog spawn, but it's a Thai dessert. It looked like macaroni. What's that stuff you used to get at school? Anyway, I can't remember, but it looked awful, but it was okay actually. But you can see how many people were there. We've just had a flick round, and there must have been 200, maybe 300 people actually sitting that side of the temple, but it went out the opposite side as well. So 2 special days for people in Thailand. I hope you enjoy watching this video. We've got a man coming tomorrow to teach us how to drive the tractor and how to use the tractor, so it should be another busy day.